Good evening, everyone. My name is Vivek Rajshekhar. Nice to meet you all. In last class, we have seen how to create a EBS volume in an EC2 instance and how to modify, like increase or decrease the storage capacity, how to detach the volume, attach the volume in the same instance. In this class, what we are going to do is like we are going to create two instances A1 and A2 in same availability zone, and we are going to create a extra one volume in A1, and I will lively demonstrate you how to detach the volume from one instance in which was created. The volume was extra volume was created, and how to attach the same volume in second instance to access the data. This future in AWS is very crucial. Why? Because the core memory OS, if it gets crashed, we can have a separate volume, diff drive, or whatever the drive you name. We can detach the drive from the instance, and we can able to attach that in one more instance in the availability zone, and we can able to access the data so that it helps us to avoid a fault tolerance in case of any problem. Now I'm going to show you the demo here. Okay, shall we start? Okay, now I'm in EC2 console now. What I'm going to do is in EC2, you can see here I'm in Europe Frankfurt region. I'm going to launch this time instead of one instance, I'm going to launch two instances because which is A1 and A2. For the sake now, I'm just saving this name as AB. I'm selecting Windows instance. This is AMI Amazon machine image. In AMI, I'm selecting Microsoft Windows 2022 based. That is the T2 micro. Let's see here. That's a T2 micro. What I'm going to do is, we have already created a keypad during our demonstration too. So I'm using that keypad. I'm selecting the existing group. We have already created a group while doing our demo too, which is belongs to someone. After we create this, what I'm going to do, edit. This time, both the instances are going to be created in same availability zone, that is 1A. We will discuss how we are going to attach and detach the volumes in different instances and in different regions in next upcoming videos. What I'm going to do, I'm going to select add volume, and I'm creating a new volume, JP2. I'm creating launch instance. Yes, the instance is successfully created. Now I'm giving view all instances. So what I'm going to do, this one, I'm selecting it as A1. Okay. And this one, I'm renaming it as B1. And you know what? These two instances have their separate storage devices. You can see two volume in this. What I'm going to do, once the instance is created, I will delete the volume, extra volume, that is D drive, in B1 instance. Then I will create a folder in A1 D drive, and I'm going to detach that volume from A1, and I'm going to attach that in B1. I'm going to demonstrate. We have to wait for a certain time as the status check is going on, and you know that the instance state is running. And this is a T2 microstate, which is nothing but what are the CPUs, what are the RAMs, how much the configuration of the hardware should be. All these things are known as T2 micro, T3 micro, etc. And this state check is nothing but the verification of the authenticity of the user as well as the configuration check for the instances what we have created. And this is the availability zone. As I said, in the network settings subnet, we have particularly mentioned that both of the instances should be launched in 1A. Otherwise, it would have been launched in any other instances like 1C, 1B, 1A, whatever it is. We can't assure that. So we have mentioned it already. So it is created and it has the public DNS, IP4 and other details and secondary group key name. We have used the key demo to key pair here. So what's the key we have used? When did the instance was launched? Everything was here. We can see that we are going to give some refresh. Centralizing. I hope. Yeah, still loading two process. So probably within a minute, both of them will be created. Yeah, two checks passed. So this is A1. First, I'm going to launch A1 in RDP client. Get password. I'm uploading the demo to keypad. I'm decrypting the password and copying the password. Downloading the OTP file for the A1 OTP. Selecting connect and I'm pasting the password. And I'm connecting to S. So A1 is created. Okay, we will see this data. Similarly, what I'm going to do, I'm selecting refresh. You can see similar to A1. Now B1 is initializing. We have already launched the A1. Yeah, so the B1 is also created. I'm connecting the B1. Going to the OTP client. Get password. Go to the private key. Select the demo to keypad. Open it. Decrypt password. Copy the password. Download the OTP file B1 here. B1 OTP. Connect. Paste the password. Select S. So by doing this, both the instances will be connected. Yeah, A1 as well as B1 both are connected. Now I'm going to A1. You can see here the instances details and everything. What I'm going to do is, once it is created, I'm going to, we have already seen that in last class, how to make the disk newly created volume to be in online and how to initialize the disk. I'm going to initialize the disk we have created here. So I have created it online, then I'm initializing the disk, selecting OK. You can see now this PC. It is unallocated. I'm going to create the volume now. Next, next. So I'm keeping it as uh, okay. I'm keeping it as 8 because I don't want to confuse you guys. So this A is for A1, right? So I have created a disk called A1. See, this is A. A is for A1. Yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm opening this one. I'm creating a notepad here, a text document. A1 device. Attach and detach from A1 to B1 instance. So I have created a notepad file here. You can see A1 instance, attach and detach A1 from B1 device. So this file is created. What I'm going to do, to minimize this, I'm going to an instance. I'm selecting storage A1. I'm going to the storage. has the volume ID what we have created. I'm selecting the volume ID. I am naming it as, see, you can see both. We have created A1 as well as B1, right? So both of them are here. How we can able to distinguish which one is connected to which one? See, this is A1, this is A1. So this both volumes are connected to A. These two resources are attached to T. So what I'm going to do, I'm just giving it this as A1. So this is an A1 drive. This is initialized. At the same time, if you go to B1, you can't able to see any 1 GB drive there because we are not made it online and initialized it. I'll just show you before that. Here you go. AC2. What I'm going to do, going to instance. See, this is A1. We have already created and made it online. This is A1. What I'm going to do, I'm showing here in B1. B1 is launched. This is B1. If you go here, you can't able to see any new initialized device. I'm going to launch this one also. Let's do it here. First of all, I will just show you the folder about PC. Just PC. See, there is only C. To make it online, I'm going to just management console. Just making it online. Once it is online, I'm initializing the disk. I initialize the disk. Create a new simple one. New created simple one. Instead of giving it as D drive, I'm selecting the name B as it belongs to B drive. B instance. So I have finished this one. See, now I'm giving the refresh. You can see A, B. We have created both instances, right? This is for me. What I'm going to do now is A1 instance, this one. Okay, this is A1, this is B1. We have created two volumes. What I'm going to do is selecting refresh. In this A1, I'm going to actions and I am detaching the volume. Okay. Now the volume is detached. You can see here, it is saying it is available. Why it is saying available? Because I have detached the volume. It is not in use. Otherwise, this one, it says in use. The B1 drive, what we have created, says it is in use. At the same time, the A1 drive, what we have created, it is saying available because it is ready to be attached to a newer device or the older one. Because we have detached the volume from A1 device. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to attach this A1 to our B device. Okay. Selecting A1. I'm selecting attach. In attach, because both of the instances are running in same availability zone. So instead of A1, I'm attaching this instance to, I'm attaching this volume to B1 instance. Okay. I'm selecting XPDF, the file format. I said attached one. I said it is already attached. Okay. I'm giving a refresh. I'm checking here. Instead of available, it is saying in use. Because now it is attached to the B1 device what we have created. So if I go here in A1, see, there is only C file. You can't able to see the A drive what we have created in A1. See, it says recent files, but you can't able to access that recent file because we have deleted it. Sorry, we have not deleted it because we have detached the volume. It says the system cannot find the path specified because we have detached the volume what we have created. This is A1, right? What I'm going to do, now I'm going to the B device. Okay, B1 device. Here, I'm selecting refresh. And what I'm going to do, I'm going here. I'm sure, just wait a minute. I make sure this is A1, this A1 is attached to B1. Yes, yes. So what I'm going to do, going here, selecting refresh, seeing any, yeah, you can see here. This is disk 2. This is nothing but the older version what we have created in A1 instance. This is online, this is offline, and just making it online, we don't need to initialize that because we have already initialized while we are creating this volume in A1 itself. So just clicking it on, and I'm going to this PC, you can see the new drive here. This is the older version for B, what we have created. This is the A drive, what we have created in A1 device. Now it is attached to the B device. How we are sure that this is the exact volume what we have attached from that one to this one? I'm opening this file. You can see the A1 device name, the notepad what we have created there. If I'm opening that, see attach and detach from A1 to B1 distance. This is B1. You can see this is B1 compute. In B1, I have attached the notepad. Whereas in A1, the file is detached. By this method, we can able to access the file even if the core volume is failed due to an OS crash in any instance. We can simply detach the volume from one instance and we can able to attach the instance in attach the volume in another instance in the same availability zone and we can able to access that. Not only that, we can able to attach the volume in different availability zones also. And there is also a technique to um, to access or to connect the volume what we have created in one region availability zone to another region. That is like creating snapshot, copying it and moving it. We are going to see what are the snapshots, how to copy that, what are AMIs and everything step by step in next upcoming videos. And that's the video, guys. In this video, what we have learned so far, how to create a volume, how to modify the volume. After modifying the volume, if we want, we can able to attach the volume from one instance. We can able to detach the volume from one instance and we can able to attach the volume to the same another instance in the same availability zone in this way. Thank you so much for the opportunity, guys, and have a good day.